I'm Mike Sadowski with Chet's Cleaning. We are out of Madison Heights, Michigan, and we clean just about everything except for walls and windows. Today we're going to be cleaning a dirty boat cover. The simple reason for the boat cover is just to keep the inside of the boat not looking like the cover did. So that way the cover takes the brunt of the elements rather than the boat. The material of the boat cover is a Sombrella material. It's a solution dyed acrylic, so it has great stain resist properties and it's pretty friendly for the sun, which is how it can survive out there. This one was primarily animal issues flying overhead and some mold that was built up from use. I would guess it was probably about 5 years out in the elements. The chemicals that we use, it's called DOT. There's a dichlor granules in there, which is a chlorine, and then there is a surfactant, so a detergent in there, which allows us to get the soil off along with the mold and mildew. DOT is very chemical friendly in terms of it's not going to burn my skin at all. It's virtually odorless. We use dwell time to allow the solution to break down any of the soils, mold, mildew that's in there. Needs at least a half an hour, but I can let it sit overnight at times. Once that's had time to do what it needs to do, we go ahead and use agitation, so a scrub brush, either by hand or mechanical. The yellow machine, it's called a Cymex. It's an orbital scrubber. So the scrub pads at the bottom are just going in a circular motion while the head turns in a different direction. What it's doing is pulling apart the fibers slightly the way they're woven, and it allows the soil and embedded mold and mildew to release a little bit easier rather than still being tightly woven with the fibers. The high pressure water is what really breaks apart everything that's down in there. It's a mild detergent that we use in rug washing that is going through the power washing gun. So it's not just water, it's soap and water coming out at the same time. I'm using the broom to push water off of the boat cover. A lot of times, whether it's the boat cover or rugs, it's very hard to see staining that's remaining when the water is puddled on there. So I'm just pushing it off so that way I'm able to see what's going on and make sure that I didn't miss any areas while I was power washing. The bath that it goes into, I was just using it to help rinse out all of the detergent and the products that I had put onto the boat cover, because whatever I use, I want to make sure I get off. I put it through our rinse-wringer, so that was just squeegeeing out some of the water and hitting it with another high-pressure system to get another power washing job going through and making sure I was getting it as clean as possible. From there, we went ahead and hung it and dried it. With boat covers, I typically don't get them when they look clean, and where rugs and upholstery, I would tell you it should be cleaned regularly no matter what the appearance. Boat covers, I go a little bit different. They are cleaned as needed. If it gets real bad and you want it clean, that would be the time. If it's a generic cover, it might not even be worth cleaning. You just let it live its life and replace it. Other times they might outweigh the benefit of trying to find material and get a new one made and just have it cleaned up, buy them a few more years. The biggest thing that I've ran into, whether it's from sun damage or aggressive cleaning, you actually cause that Sombrella to not become as repellent. And Sombrella does sell a product to reapply that repellency or the protectant to it. So depending on the scenario, people want to look to get that done also to make sure it stays in good shape.